Welcome to the full moon, this transition from early summer to late summer. The crunch of cold, fresh watermelon, those bright red strawberries, the sun rising early and you rising with it, the sweet sounds of nature as summer arrives. Annie Rideau. Welcome to this full moon gathering in Capricorn, the strawberry moon. And for all of us now, having just tipped the solstice moment, suspended in this pause before the currents change direction, turning back and in here in the northern hemisphere and expanding back towards the light once more for those of you in the southern hemisphere. My name is Abby and I am one of the team here at TreeSisters. And it is my pleasure to welcome you into this sacred circle today, this chance to gather with others out of regular time under the light of this strawberry full moon. TreeSisters is a global movement for a greener and more equal future, rooted in restoration, protection, and reconnection with the earth. And in partnership with local women and Indigenous communities, we have already planted over 28 million trees, restoring some of the world's most precious forests and ecosystems. And we recognise planting is only the beginning. Our work champions the rights of nature, uplifts those on the front lines of climate change, and seeks to rebuild humanity's relationship with the living world. Because this disconnection lies at the very heart of the crises we all face. These calls are offered each month as an opportunity to resource ourselves together and to feel the bold strength and power of community in a turbulent world. And part of our mission at TreeSisters is to really reinstate a culture of reciprocity, to make it as normal to give back as it currently is to extract. And so you're really welcome here for free if you need these calls to be free. And they are also an invitation to give back. So I'd love everyone here to give back to the trees, to increase this 28 million trees. And if you're not already a monthly donor, to maybe consider signing up to become one. And if you are a monthly donor, we really want to extend our thanks and to let you know just how hugely appreciated you are. And to just remind you that your donations are the thing that directly uplifts and enables women and communities to restore their lands and forests. And you can see in the chat, there's a link there to donate or to become a regular donor. So yes, we really thank you for your support and to just really let you know that you're supporting significant and impactful change in the world. And so welcome to this series where we will be tracing the seasonal arc of the year as it unfolds here in the Northern Hemisphere and exploring this rhythm, how we relate to it through our bodies, and recognizing that the seasonal cycle and cyclical consciousness shows up in many cyclical ways through our creative projects, through our relationship to a menstrual cycle, if we have one, the cycle of the day and the night, the in-breath and the out-breath. So you may want to relate to it through a different cycle lens, particularly if you're not inside of the Northern Hemisphere seasonal cycle in this moment, and to feel it through your own geographical or cultural relationship to changing cycles and seasons. And today we are entering the next transitional space in the cycle. this peak moment that we just passed of the summer solstice, the maximum light, minimum dark, the very moment of the full moon, moving through the ovulatory phase in the menstrual cycle. This sacred pause, the opposite to the midwinter. So bringing ourselves to arrive into this moment of fulfillment and dropping into stillness, to really be able to feel what's present. Pauses can be so rich, the transitions, so much information, so much potential, so much time for reflection. And as always, we will gather together all of our noticings in relation to this moment and co-create a poem, which we will then offer back to the beautiful intelligence of the peak summer tipping point. So before I share any more about what will happen in the call and land us in the space together, I would love to hear from some of you. I can see people speaking into the chat. So just, why have you joined the call today, where you are, and particularly if it's your first time joining us. Please, Selma. It's a hot summer day. Greetings from lovely green Niagara on the Lake, Canada. Welcome, Selma. Claire, hello from the Pyrenees. Roxanne, warm summer blessings from Northern California. Jules in Amsterdam, in the Netherlands. Susan, Marin County. Karen, near sunny Brighton, that's very close to me. Debbie, in Reading, UK, with a real need to sit back and receive. Well, you're in exactly the right place, and I really, really invite you to sit back and receive. Thanks, Debbie. Tracy says, good morning from the winter New Year in New Zealand. Great. So it's good to feel these poles of the seasonal cycles and how they inform each other. Maura in Ireland, Lydia in Amsterdam, Sharon in the Rogue River Valley in Oregon. They sometimes move so fast. Noemi, greetings from cloudy Cantabria. Relieved having passed a recent heat wave. Yes, I'm very relieved that my brain is awake again today. Chris in the UK, Linda in Flagstaff, Arizona. And also winter greetings from the east coast of Australia. Biripi Land, lovely to be here from Julie. I think I missed some other. Chris, Colorado, unceded Arapaho, Cheyenne, Ute lands. Full moon blessings, Donna beside Oliver Creek, Northern Ontario. Pam, summer blessings from Todmorden, Yorkshire. And Colleen, good evening from a cool east coast of South Africa. So pleased to be part of this beautiful group once again. So good to have you here, Colleen. Thank you. Holly in Indianapolis, Indian beside the White River. Penny, hello from me and the big cypress trees here in Wimberley, Texas. Yes, Chris, wow, 28 million. Yes, a lot of trees, isn't it? So, yeah, good to acknowledge. It's good to acknowledge the good in the world, I think. Let's just put it like that. So really good to have you all here. Elena, Salt Spring, BC in Canada. Mary, blessings to all from the Valley of the Moon in Kenwood, California. Oh, thank you for loving my grace, Mary. That's very kind. Fiona in Scotland. Marianne in Switzerland. Penny says, grateful for the huge cypress trees offering shade. Yeah, wow, the trees are really our friends, and we're going to journey with trees today. Joanna, grateful for peace in my country. Yeah, feel that in Toronto. And Leah, sitting in sunshine and steady breeze on Vancouver Island. Very grateful to be here. It feels so good to bring your names and your locations, and yeah, to just feel us gathering across space and time. And yeah, Sonia, so here in Austria, we're spanning many spaces and multiple seasons and climates. So it's good to feel you all there and coming into circle and gathering together. So I will say Ada in the Asturias Mountains. I don't know where's that, Ada? What country is that in? And the birds are also saying hello, which is really nice. Lovely. Okay. Sunny in the lush forested foothills of Mount Rainier in the Pacific Northwest. Wow. It's so good to have you all here. So yeah, I'm going to say a little bit more about what we're going to do today. So in a moment, I'll offer an invitation to settle into yourself, to just find comfort and safety for your body in the physical environment that you're in. So making sure you have everything that you need. And at various points, I will give specific invitations for you to come and to share what you're noticing as we journey together. And these noticings that you bring into the chat box are really just however you experience the journey waking up through your body. It's an opportunity to come into connection with your felt sense. And if you're new to these calls, these sharings are what form the basis of our co-created community prayer offering. And you're really welcome to participate in whatever way feels good for you today. So if you want to be here and receive, then please know that that is very welcome way of participating. And you're also really welcome to move your body in any way that helps you access felt sensations. So to dance or roll or stretch or dance, whatever feels alive. Or to simply like rest back, to sit, to lie, to be comfortable. And to just stay with the experience that you're having within your body as much as that feels good to you. And also, whilst doing that, just really remembering that you are your priority during this practice. So the invitation is to really take care of yourself and honor the experience that you're having, and just recognize that some days doing meditations or visualizations just doesn't feel like the nourishing thing that it feels on other days, and that's okay. And so if you do feel agitated or disconnected, just getting curious with that, staying compassionate with yourself, and if you need to, just bringing your attention back to the space that you're in and the contact that you're making with the ground. So with all of those words and instructions, I want to just invite us to take a breath together. And with that breath, just really making sure you're turning away from any external distractions as much as that's available to you. Just really fully giving yourself the gift of this time. And beginning to turn your attention inwards. And just noticing how that is, what it's like to meet yourself in this moment. Noticing any physical sensations that arrive. How is your heart feeling? your emotional body, becoming aware of any places of ease or tension. And just really presencing yourself with what's here. Recognizing all of it is welcome. And as we land more deeply inside of ourselves, I want to also invite an awareness of the wider field of cyclical consciousness that is holding us. The seasons, the moon, the menstrual cycle, day and night. Noticing just how many cycles we're all woven into as we enter this shared space. And then attuning to the very direct holding underneath you. The presence of Earth coming up to meet you. Your body to her body to your body. And as you drop a little more into that holding, just taking a moment to locate your center. And wherever you feel that in the body, just imagining some roots growing down from there, traveling into this dark, moist fecundity of the earth, and just beginning to make contact with other roots here, recognizing yourself as a tree in a forest of companions. Part of a vast ecosystem. A community leaning into the connection present across geographical distance. And feeling how we know how to do this. This connection is real. As we unite and come together to share this practice today. And taking a breath once more. And recognizing here we are. Inside the still point. A turning moment. The transition from early summer to late summer. The peak of the light and long, long days. Sun in full expression. And as with all transitions, this is a moment to take stock. To see where we've come from. To look where we are. And to begin to orient towards where we're heading. And this particular moment of pause at the top of the in-breath, the turning tide toward the return journey, it's a true change in direction. And that really invites great care and attunement. In the fullness of everything, at this moment of peak summer before the turning. Finding yourself in a summer meadow, lined with huge old oak trees, grasses and wildflowers blowing in the warm breeze, birds singing, busy feeding and nurturing their young, bees making their way, dancing flower to flower. Sense of erotic appetite, great abundance, generosity, hugeness, fullness is thick in the air. And what is it like to really turn your attention, your full attention, to listen through your whole body to this turning point? Just checking in, how are you experiencing that right in this moment? Turning your full attention to the great abundance and hugeness of this moment. And whatever you're noticing, coming and sharing in the chat. Anything that is kind of waking up in response to what it's like to bring your attention to this pause, to this fullness. Coming and sharing in the chat, and then bringing your attention gently back inside for us to stay with where we're heading. And with a desire to deepen your attention to this very moment, making your way to one of these oak trees for some shade, and lying on the soft grass. We're just going to take some time to really tune into the fullness, to this peak expression of everything around us, and to actually feel and attune to the pause before the tide turns and we begin the journey of descent and return once more. And so, with your belly to the ground, beginning to breathe. Full belly in breath, out breath. Feeling through the ground, through the grass and the soil, the sand, the deeper layers, the crystals and gems, the mixed metal ores, the elemental components of water and the fire and the core of the earth. And then letting your attention travel through all the way to the opposite pole, to the darkness and silence of the midwinter. Sensing how each of these pauses, midwinter to midsummer, are woven into each other, how the polarities necessitate each other, different expressions, but the same stillness. And what arises through your body as you feel your belly in contact with the earth here, breathing into the quiet pulse of this pause. Anything you're noticing through that belly to earth contact, anything that's arising, come and share again in the chat. And then letting your attention drift back to this place of continuing to lie with your belly to the ground, breathing in contact, feeling met by earth, held, supported, front body plugging into the roots, into deep time, through all of the layers, rooted in the darkness, taking a breath and yielding a little more through all that is in contact with the ground. And then beginning to let your attention drift. Having an awareness now of your back body, open to the sky, receiving the vastness of space and openness. What's happening in your ears? What are the sounds around you in this summer fullness? Maybe it's the bird song or the rustling leaves of the tree above you, the insects or the sound of silence. Sounds near and far, evocative of this abundance, generosity. And what is present as you tune into the sounds of this moment? Is there a way in which it's as though the sounds touch your whole body, not simply landing through your ears, through hearing, through listening, but through touch? And coming and sharing in the chat whatever is present as you tune into the sounds of this present moment. And again, and as you come back with a deep breath and a kind of full body ease and grace, letting yourself roll over now. Back body plugged into the earth, spine lengthening, front body opening to the world above, to the sky, to the vastness, to the nothing and the everything. Gently letting your eyes acclimatize, perhaps slowly blinking them open, allowing the light in little by little. Feeling the back of your body sinking into the darkness. Noticing where you want to lay your arms. Perhaps your palms up to the sky and the light being received through the center of your hands. And just resting here in stillness. Just becoming present to the world around you as you come more into contact with the sky, with the sun, and the light. What is it that you can see? Maybe your attention is taken to wisps of clouds in the sky, the way in which they effortlessly float by the top tree you're resting under. And what is the mood or atmosphere of these clouds as you gaze at their gentle passing? You lay in your still point, observing, letting in, letting go, being curious. What is the mood or atmosphere of these clouds? Come and share in the chat. And then bringing your attention back and taking a moment to really appreciate this tree friend, this tree that is sheltering you from being overexposed to the heat and to the light. Feeling gratitude for their gentle and powerful presence. And notice your curiosity rising, wanting to know more about them. How are they experiencing this moment of pause? As you notice the fullness of their leaves, the darkest greens, their full expansive canopy. What does it mean for the tide of energy to turn for this tree friend? For everything that was writhing into expression to now become quiet before dropping and descending back down into the roots once more. And if this tree had a voice and could share some of its experience, could speak to you, what is it they would tell you about this moment of stillness before the return? Allowing whatever words that are spoken by this tree to come through, and coming and sharing in the chat. This tree had a voice and could speak. What would they tell you about this moment of stillness? And then bringing your attention back inside once more. Grateful for the spoken wisdom of this tree companion. Tuning now to the grasses and flowers. Do they have a scent? Or perhaps it's as though they're singing in tune with the buzzing insects, or dancing in touch contact with the air. Just taking a moment to feel the fullness of the experience of being beneath the bright vastness of sky, whilst also plugged so deeply into the depths of the earth. recognizing you contain both and all. And all is held in this still moment. And then finding your way to sitting and coming to lean against the trunk of this beautiful oak. Gazing now across the field through the flowers and grasses, welcoming the other trees and any other beings into your awareness as you rest back in gratitude. Feeling this whole web of care and holding around you, and letting this place become a place of deep rest. Deepening your breath as you draw your attention back into your inner landscape. Noticing where you're in contact with the ground again as you come to a place of rest. Allowing the breath to settle. And as you gather yourself back in, just recognizing there's nothing to do now but to simply receive. Receive the wonder of your words woven with others' words as I share our co-created poem to the abundant expression, the midsummer pause. Find stillness even in the movement. Sacred song of nature. Gentle clouds drift. Neutral waves. So hum. Buzzing. Buzzing birds chirping. They go to the belly. Gripped toes let go and I more fully join our mycorrhizal network. Grateful to be held by life. Gratitude for the beautiful space I'm in. I sound with the song sparrow. Sound with the song sparrow, water and fire, cold. We share this breath. I breathe you, earth body. Intimate holding. Restless moments internally, sensing a need for warmth, belonging. I don't want this to wane. I don't want this to wane. Still and welcoming groundedness, wanting to hold on to this thriving, feels centering, focusing, quieting. I reach my arms up and sway with the wind in the leaves. Pause, tingling, expansive. Heart, release. Expanding into golden light, warmth, love. I can feel my system expand to meet the abundance. Expanding into golden light, heart release, the fullness of light as it turns at the top. As it turns at the top, I'm being called back to the present moment where everything is alive, including me. Everything is alive, including me. Meet the abundance. Cool breeze on my skin. Fullness. Feeling at one with nature and feeling the connection of we are all one. Joy of life, expansive. State of suspension. Pause, tingling. Open aliveness, life uplifted, dappled light through the leaves and branches, dappled light, expansive, pause, tingling, joy of life. We are all one. Skin, centering, focusing, quieting. It feels centering, focusing, quieting. My inner light grows brighter. My inner light growing brighter, open, aliveness, life uplifted. I can let go. I can let go. Feeling received by Mother Earth. I can let go. Wanting to hold on. I can let go. Putting down the burden of tasks and standing on this earth. Standing on this earth in sacred pause, ready to rest. Focusing, brighter. Leaves and branches. I reach my arms up and sway with the wind in the leaves. Feeling received by Mother Earth. The sway saying hello as my tree body. I don't want this to wane. I can let go. It feels centering. Expansion, grounding while uplifting, exuberant, flourishing. Exuberant, flourishing, still and welcoming groundedness. Belonging. Colourful insects land on my hands and feet. My belly unwinds, trusting a new orientation with the rotations and tilts of my pelvis. My belly unwinds, belonging. My belly unwinds, held in this sacred home. I don't want this to wane. Colourful insects sway, earth body, embrace of Gaia. I breathe you. I breathe you. My belly unwinds. Can I receive the old earth tuning fork frequency? Gratitude, such rich blessings and support. Sensing a need for warmth, my belly unwinds, belonging. I breathe you, earth body, holding me, buzz and hum, connected and plugged in. Earth rumbling. Earth body, earth rumbling, cold, pulsing breath, gently humming, water and fire, feeling the pulse of earth breathing me. Leaves to lungs we breathe, we share this breath, we share this breath. The oaks are burning in the canyon, reminding me regeneration is always part of the process. We share this breath. Leaves to lungs we breathe, sign of infinity. I am at the center point and the two poles at the peak of symbol. Sun rays warming my spine, pulsing, breathe gently, humming, pulsing breath, gently humming, buzz and hum, connected and plugged in, holding me, water and fire, restless moments internally. My belly unwinds. I breathe you. I breathe you. Can I receive still and welcoming groundedness, belonging? I don't want this to wane. I can let go, putting down in sacred pause, ready to rest, expanding into golden light. I can feel my system expand to meet the abundance, warmth, love, my inner light growing brighter, open, aliveness. Earth rumbling, holding me, cold, cold, leaves to lungs. As I yield more, I understand the micro holdings in my fascia. This takes time to yield. I sound with the song sparrow, grateful to be held by life, buzzing, so hum, voices in the winds. Sun rays warming my spine. Sun rays grip toes, let go, birds chirping, they go to the belly. They go to the belly, gentle waves lapping nearby, rhythms dancing. Rhythms dancing, birds chirping, they go to the belly, voices in the winds, the belly buzzing, the sweetness of the birdsong reminding my heart to smile. My heart, the belly, voices, toes, mycorrhizal network, rhythms, dancing, deep insect hums resonating through the skin, quiet fullness of life going about. Huge apologies. I just disappeared. I disappeared and I've come back. Can everybody hear me now? Okay, we're back. Fortunately, that means I've lost the uh, chat. I don't know, Ria, can you send me can you copy the chat and send it to me? Somehow this has never happened in 5 years of these calls. I was so in the flow of those beautiful words. Um, just letting yourselves be held by the wonder of all of these. Mercury retrograde, yes, I did forget that. Everything just vanished. I've come to a pause, yes. So just dropping into the silence and feeling all of those birds singing and the magic of being beneath the tree. And I don't know, Ria, maybe you need to, I don't know if you can copy it and post it into the chat, or you might. Oh, amazing. All right, we're back. Beautiful. So just dropping back from that magical technological pause into this seasonal pause. A deep sigh of release. Celebrate the fullness. Be steady. Resilience will bring unity with all beings. Treetops slightly swaying in a gentle wind, a soft, rooted melody. Clouds barely moving, sparrows. Centered earth body. Trees say, just witness, notice. The trees are enjoying this pause of quietude, gently rustling their leaves. They take some time to rest in stillness. The invitation is always available to you. Treetop, gentle wind. There is nothing to do, nothing to catch. Just be with me. Rootedness in multi-species community. Thank you for peaceful dance. We are one together. Find stillness even in the movement. Find stillness even in the movement. We are one together. Dance, dance. Just be with me. Just be with me. Leaning against the tree, I feel the felt sense of I've got your back. And my front body relaxes and I feel safe, feeling that innocent vulnerability. I've got your back. There is nothing to do, nothing to catch. Just be with me. True pause. Yes. Be with me. We are interconnected. Just witness, just notice. Centered earth, body. Celebrate the fullness. Quietude. Be steady. Resilience will bring unity with all beings. Rootedness in multi-species community. There is nothing to do, nothing to catch. Just be with me. I've got your back. Peaceful. Dance. We are one together. Rootedness. Grateful. Fire and water. Find stillness even in the movement. Earth body. Breathe. Do not be afraid to honor the seasons in all life. Be still and know. Be steady. Resilience will bring unity with all beings. Steady, soft, rooted, knowing, tree, interconnected, deep sigh, fullness, witness, notice, centered, earth, body, melody, sparrows. And just letting all of the words gently land in your body as you gently invite the body to awaken back into this current time and space. Taking a yawn and a stretch and just softly returning to your own space. And maybe if it helps to just look around where you are, feel the support of the ground once more. And just reflecting on how it was to hear your words amongst others. And I do apologise if you didn't hear your words because of the technology gap. And I hope that that can feel okay and you can feel held in the words of others that you did hear. And just, yeah, experiencing how it was to feel the poem as a whole. And just where you're at now and anything that really needs to be spoken to kind of land and integrate the experience. And we just have a few moments. So just bringing your voices into the chat once more. Oh, Leah says, even the silence was necessary. That's good to hear. Yes, nobody wants the technical errors in such precious moments. And Chris says, I loved it all. Bethany, to feel the spacious heart of our tree body. Beautiful. So yeah, anything that feels like it would be good to just bring into this space. Just land and yeah, really allow that still moment to settle into you. And then I would really like to invite you to, yeah, to spend some time with this transition. Um, yeah, really acknowledging uh, the gradualness, to be present to what was and what is and what is coming. Oh, Pam says, beautiful to tumble in the words of everyone's love. That's a really lovely image. Fiona, all the words were beautiful and so meaningful. I heard the word sparrows a lot, and probably because I noticed a change with the birds recently and their connection with the trees. That's a lovely reflection. Thanks for sharing, Fiona. Penelope, thank you for holding the sacred space. I feel protected. Good to hear. Yeah, I appreciate the connectedness of community, roots touching across the globe. Yeah, and please pray for rain in northern Arizona. The oaks are burning in the canyon. Oh, yes. Sending all of our prayers for rain in so many places. Luna, I want to dance under the full moon tonight now. Yes. I think that would be wonderful. Go and feel the fullness of this moment. And yes, so to spend some time, taking moments to appreciate and notice the nuances of this transition, and whether that is the outer seasonal moment you're in, or more of a felt sense of a creative project or an imaginal seasonal space. Yeah, permission to make it your own, but to just really notice this change of direction and feel the bright abundance and soft warmth of expression, and to just, yeah, really, really be present. So thank you so much for being here, and thanks to Ria for your calm and steady support today, and for copying and bringing things back into the chat so we could continue the poem, and for sharing this beautiful image of the tree we were all resting under together. And I'd love for you to join me again at the end of July for the next in this series of gatherings. And in this next call, we will land fully inside of the late summer, embracing the waning energy and the kind of long, languid days, whilst gathering and enjoying the abundance of the first harvest, and feasting together. So I hope you will join me again to really relish in the fruitfulness. And yeah, I look forward to diving deeper and exploring with you next time, and just sending so much love, and so many blessings for this full moon. And thank you for bearing with the technology error um, and just riding it out. So yeah, very gracious, and I appreciate that. And look forward to seeing you next time. With love.